Are the audio levels good? You gotta tell me, because I don't know. Apparently the music was quiet last time and I had it at full volume, so you guys can hear the music, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so quiet. The audio levels are not good. Maybe it's just through my headphones, I actually don't know. But I'm so, like, I can barely hear myself. I think the music is louder than you. Yes, it is. I'm glad at least one of us has common sense. No, I'm kidding. Alright. See. I guess I could, well, I don't really want to turn myself up too much because then I'll start peaking. But we'll go back down to where I had the music before. I have common sense, maybe. While we're figuring this out, we have to figure out which Kokichi we're putting on. Whoops. That's my bad. I didn't mean to move ethos. That might be a little too quiet. God, it's actually so hard to move stuff. Because like, there's already enough stuff on here that it gets a little difficult when they're large boxes. Alright. Which Kokichi are we putting on here from the stream from before? One of these three. It jump scared me. The bloody one? That's what I was thinking too. Plus it wraps together with that, didn't need to see Nightmare Fuel Kokichi. Well, sorry, but, the good news is you won't be seeing him anymore. That was the wrong one. There you go. Give me 1 second. Apparently the cat wants in. What I was going to say... Oh, wait, hold on. You don't need to hear my keyboard scrape out from the desk. What I was going to say is it kind of ties together with that that time I accidentally called that he was going to have that fake fake death moment. He can sit with Kizuna. That actually works really well. She's going to take his heart! Eating spicy tomato potato casserole. That's a mouthful. Yeah, you can't mess with a cat when it's sleeping. So, let's talk about the poll. Let's talk about the poll. Now, if you weren't here for the poll, it was an experience, to be sure. But we're going to talk mostly about what you guys think about it. So let's start with this. Oh geez, they're large images. Do you think this is like... It's interesting because I did expect Homestuck to win out. But I didn't think Your Turn to Die would be second. I genuinely thought it would be Deltarune, Toby Fox, then Your Turn to Die. The poll was a stream I did on Wednesday. When the stuck is home. True. But hey, it kind of makes sense. The two main, well, I did a whole playthrough of Your Turn to Die, and now we're doing a separate route, so... I didn't think it'd be so close to second, yeah. Yeah, I think this one's probably the most accurate of the results we got. Or at least, like, it feels the most accurate. Hey, there you go. That might be how it's like that, because these were ranked on a scale, right? Which is why I wanted to use this website. So people who voted Your Turn to Die first might, and that might be why it's weighted to second place. It's interesting. Anyway, the stream series one. Not surprising, actually. Well, okay, kind of surprising, because generally when I put up polls on YouTube, Danganronpa FTs end up winning out for sure. And I'm wondering if, like, Pro clicks so, you're already doing great, very funny. I'm wondering if maybe because the poll was streamed, because I had to for this website, maybe that is what skewed the results here in Jackbox's favor, because when I put up polls on YouTube of like, oh, what should I stream today? FTEs or Jackbox? FTEs generally win. Is the music... Are we losing the music here? We did lose the music. Hold on, give me one second. There we go. We only have a few left is the thing, I suppose. And it's not like this result means I'm not going to finish them. It's just interesting to see. This one also quite surprising to me. Alright? I expected Hunger Games Sim to win for sure. Ace Attorney. FTs are skewed for the more casual viewers, and the hardcores like the interaction of Jackbox. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Because I'm wondering if maybe, for people that actually come to the streams, Jackbox is obviously more fun. But for people who watch the streams later, Jackbox probably isn't as interesting, so. Right? Now this is shocking. And it's not that I don't like Great Ace Attorney. I actually love Great Ace Attorney. It's just like, 15 people watched it. Like, let me just look. That was the reason I stopped doing it, is because it looked like nobody cared. And then it won the poll of what the one people wanted back the most. Wow, I have to go back a little while here, huh? Time is an illusion. Yeah, okay, so the last one that I did... Is it Blackmail? I think it is. Got 74 views. The two videos around it that were Danganronpa Another got 1,000 each. So that's why I stopped doing it, right? In general, the view counts have gone down because it's January and people are doing stuff. But it's very interesting to see it then win the top slot. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Again. Metopia was my first, but Ace Attorney is the second. True. I watched each week after you uploaded, but stopped when you stopped at. And again, these ones are just like on hold. I don't really... Maybe Smash Ultimate Nuzlocke might not come back. I don't know. Because it seems like that was probably the least wanted and also the least well-performing. But I do want to finish Hunger Games Sim, And I'd love to go back to Great Ace Attorney because I really like that game. Anyway, I think we've talked about that one enough. Someone did point out that I didn't have an option for what would it be called? 40 minutes to an hour, so like 50-minute long. But I was like, if you're gonna stay for more than 40 minutes, you probably would stay for an hour, right? So it felt like that was the easiest one to cut. Hunger Games Sim was the first, or not Hunger Games Sim, Smash Ultimate Nuzlocke was the first sort of stream series, but it did continue alongside Miitopia somewhat, and then it still didn't really go crazy, so I don't feel too bad about that. 20 to 40 minutes, which is great, because that's literally what I just decided would probably be the best time frame for videos. So thanks for proving me right. I feel like an hour, it's kind of like, you know how stores will be like, oh, it's $3.99 to trick you into thinking, oh, it's like $3, when really it's $4, like literally. I feel like it's kind of like that, where the commitment of putting in an entire hour, you get an entire another digit on the time clock, it feels like so much. But if it's like 40 minutes, 38 minutes, it's like, oh, okay. It's a long video, but not too long for me to care, you know? And I've always done, like, since the very beginning, I've always done, like, hour-long videos because it just means there's never a video where nothing happens, essentially. That was why I started, that's why I did it originally with Pokemon, is because sometimes in Pokemon content, you just, like, go through a route. If their video is 30 minutes, you just go through a route and nothing happens. That's why I wanted to make them hour-long videos at the very beginning. And then that kind of just stuck. So, you know? I hate the .99 thing of so many pennies. For me, the longer the better. It helps stave off the unending void. If a video is an hour longer, then it feels like you might have well just made it into a stream instead. I suppose. And that was kind of the intention, too, sometimes. Because I was making those videos before I was able to stream, so it was a bit of a halfway point between the two. So I don't think I'll ever make a video that's only 20 minutes long unless it's like a quiz video or something. It's just, I talk too much. But for like gameplay stuff, I don't think it'll ever be, it'll be around 30 to 40 minutes. That's how it'll work. You know, you see that in chat, the Miitopia spawned thing. I don't want to say it because YouTube's cracking down on stuff like that, but it's because of goblin ham. I asked the question, would eating goblin ham be cannibalism? And that just stuck for some reason. Anyway, this one's the least surprising of anything. What is happening? That's the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Least surprising of any of the results. People like watching streams on YouTube. We are currently watching a stream on YouTube. No wonder. But I was interested to see that the amount of people who liked watching streams on Twitch put the same as I hate streams in general and never watch them. It's interesting. A psychic door opening. And then the other two are mostly just personal, like, opinion stuff. Like, oh, what was the first video you came in on? That was mostly just curiosity. A lot of Straw 2, which makes sense. Other Danganronpa stuff. Couple Pokemon, and then Hunger Games Sim. Oh, and one person put Deltarune, so they were very new. Hello. Yeah, it's a stream of water. Yeah, that was the joke. Making this was very funny because I started out just using images I was using for thumbnails and stuff, and then I realized there was Giphy support, so I just started using random GIFs to make puns. I have never done a review video in my life. I only do gameplay, like reaction kind of stuff. As in, like, you know, I'm playing a game for the first time. I have never done a challenge nor a review video, so... You asked the Goblin Ham question? Oh, I thought I did that. You know, it kind of makes sense that I wasn't the one who did that. And then we had a bunch of jokers for this one. That was, why are you subscribed to this channel? Someone had the the audacity to put consistency on here. Where is that? Consistent, despite the fact that the poll literally went up because my uploading schedule got messed up, which I think was funny. But thank you. I'm talking about in general rather than just here. Yeah, I suppose. Hey, that was a tier list. I didn't review cheeses. A Nuzlocke is a challenge. I mean, kind of. Well, thanks for saying Canadian. That really helped me understand. But yeah, mostly just, you know, makes sense. Someone put Canadian as a legit answer. Someone who just admitted that they did that. So the way this works, and I couldn't really explain it because I wasn't talking on the stream, because I was actually still working on essays and stuff, is that the bigger words are the things people put more often. So like content and entertaining are the things that more than one person said. So hey. I know Nuzlocke is a straight up challenge run, but it doesn't feel like a lot of the challenges people have on YouTube right now are like, I beat Breath of the Wild without looking, or something like that. I know it's like technically a challenge, and it kind of probably started that trend, but it's so ingrained in like Pokemon playing that it almost doesn't feel, it feels like a game mode almost, you know what I mean? Anyway, I have to delete all those now later. Can I do this really quick? Ooh, I can. Okay, they're gone. You don't even know, but they are gone. So, are you ready for another poll? How do you even beat a game without looking? A lot of practice. Alright. How many options can I add? Only 4. So what Jackbox game do we want to start with? I will put Job on there. Job's a good one. What else did we enjoy? Tell me in the chat so that I can remember. And the music stopped again, but it's fine because we're about to go into the game anyway. I remember Job. What were the other ones that we liked? Like, we got to pick a top 4 essentially to vote between here. Anything trivia? Oh, Trivia Murder Party. The pole game. Pole mine? Okay. And the wheel of enormous proportions? Okay. Alright. Choose! Let's see what you say. I kind of like Kokichi there with the pixel art heart. It's funny. Well, if you don't know what they are, just vote for the one that looks like it has the funniest name. I'm sure that'll work. Nothing bad could happen because of that. It's a tie between Job and Trivia Murder Party right now. Oh my. Bracket. You meant to say wheel, not which? Oh no, I just realized. Have I got the latency settings right? Why have we done this? Why have we done this? Why have I done this? I wasn't thinking. I was like, yeah, I'll do the poll thing. And maybe it's fine that we have that separately anyway. I will flip a coin between Job, and Trivia Murder Party. I mean, we're probably going to play all four anyway. It's just how fast we get to it. Don't go anywhere. The stream is going to end, and then I'm going to restart it.